Hello, today we're going to talk about the claim system in Colonycraft and how you can claim your own land. To enter claim mode, simply type /claim mode like that, and then you can use your fist to actually define the corners of your plot. So here's the first corner, and here's the second one. It creates a box around to show what your plot will be, and this white outline here will also be included as your land, so this will also be part of the plot. Now there are limits to how much land you can claim, so if I go the way over here, you can see that there's a limit of 2,500 blocks when you're at engineer level 0, but we can look at the engineer perks like so, and you can see how many blocks you get as you level up your engineering skill, which is discussed in the skills system tutorial. At engineer level 0 you're also limited to 1 claim, but this will increase again as you level up your engineering skill. And in future we're intending to have it so it's limited just based on blocks rather than number of claims, but that's how it works at the moment. So if you wish to change what you've just already selected, you can actually just click the glowstone corner and you can move it around like this, so you can customize exactly how you want your claim to look. Once you've actually decided on your plot, you can do /claim confirm, and this will mean that you've got your own land now, and you'll see that when you walk over it, it will say it's your land. So I'm now in the perspective of another player, and you'll see that if I walk onto this person's land, it will say it's someone else's land, and the benefit of this is I can't actually destroy anything in their land. I can't do anything, I can't open doors, can't press buttons, anything like that. There's no way of getting in. The only way that people will be able to break into your base is with raid pickaxes, and in that way they can steal your stuff, but we'll cover that in the claim protection tutorial, which I highly suggest watching. If you're standing on your own plot, which is important, and you type /claim mode again, you'll see the dimensions of your claim surrounded. And now you're back in this claim mode, you can actually edit the dimensions of your plot. So there is a limit here, but we can make it a bit smaller if we like. And again, just like you're creating a claim, you can do /claim confirm, and your claim will be edited. Now, there is an interesting thing that happens when you edit claims, which I'll talk about soon. At the moment, we're just going to confirm edit like that. And now you see that our claim dimensions are actually a little bit smaller. Another thing you can do with claims is actually edit the height and depth of it. So if you do /claim edit height, you have the options for blocks up and blocks down, and this is how many blocks up or down it goes from the base claim height. So we could say that this goes down by 2 blocks and up by 6 blocks. And you need to confirm that edit again. So now, if I go into creative and I try and dig down, you'll see that when we get 2 blocks below the claim, we're no longer standing on it. The same for if we fly up like this, it goes up to 6 blocks, and that's another useful thing. One thing to bear in mind is that the limits of claims do apply when you edit the block height. One very useful feature of our claim system is the build mode. So if we do /claim toggle build mode like this, it will be enabled, and what this will mean is that you can only place and break blocks when you're standing inside your claim. So right now I'm not in my claim, I can't delete grass like that, and I also can't place blocks like that, but if I'm standing in my claim I can. And the reason for this is so that you don't accidentally place blocks outside your claim, allowing people to break into it. To disable this again, just type the command again and it will be disabled. Another thing you can do is /claims, and that will list all the claims and their coordinates that you have so that you don't lose them. In future we intend to have claim names so you can track them a bit easier as well. Finally, to delete a claim you can use /claim delete, and one important thing to note is that if you delete a claim with protection blocks on it, these protection blocks will get deleted, so I highly suggest that you mine these first. And we'll talk more about this in the claim protection tutorial, but if we do /claim delete like that, and we confirm the delete, it's giving us a warning that our protection blocks will get deleted. That will happen and they will disappear. This goes for editing the block height and editing the claim dimensions too. If they exclude your protection blocks, they will get deleted automatically, and this just stops people from XP farming, etc. Next we're going to talk about claim whitelists, so people who are whitelisted to your claim can interact with it, open chests, break and place blocks. Something that people who are whitelisted can't do to your base is manage it, so they can't change the dimensions, they can't delete it or anything like that, and they can't manage whitelists. You don't have to worry about that. Now I'm going to show you how you whitelist a player to start with, so we're going to whitelist Mr. Mazora Melon over here. So if we do whitelist player, and then we type in the player name, this will mean that this player is now whitelisted to access our base. So now on this account, if I go over to the base, you'll see whose land it is instead of it saying someone's land in red. And you can see that you can interact with blocks, place them, etc., which is very nice. Another very cool feature is that you can actually whitelist your colony to your base, meaning that your entire colony will be able to access your base, you know, the same, place blocks, interact with it, etc. So the way you do this is you just do /whitelist colony like that. And it's giving you a warning just saying everyone in your colony will be able to access it, so I'm going to confirm that. If you leave your colony or your colony is deleted, the access to your base will be removed, so you don't have to worry about that. You can do /whitelists to actually see a list of all the whitelists you have for your claim, so you can see that you can actually whitelist colonies and individual players at the same time. To blacklist a player, all you have to do is /blacklist player, and then the name of the player, and they'll be removed. If you want to blacklist your whole colony, you can do /blacklist colony. Like so. If you want to blacklist all players and your colony from the claim, you can do /blacklist all like that, and that will remove all access to your claim apart from your own. So that's it for our claim system. I hope you found this useful. I'd highly recommend that you watch the claim protection tutorial to learn how you can protect the items that you keep inside your base. Thanks for watching.